Hello, everybody. It's cocktail hour with Rick from Florida. Welcome to Florida, everybody. I am here. Yes, I made it. Thank you very much, Annalisa, for that lovely comment. AJ, hello. Sarah, Soul Cecita, Moonbat, Bourbon Catback, Maria, Nirmal. So we had people here for a little bit. That's excellent. So welcome. I'm back again. I was on a little while ago. If you didn't catch it, it's recorded now. It was just a little test, really. I'm on cellular. Very good signal. I cannot use the Wi-Fi from inside. Very unstable. Hello, Lacey. I'm here. I'm all good. I'm going to do something here. Soul Cecita. Souls Cecita. Okay. I wanted to say your name correctly. I know I am not getting out all the syllables. You need the Soul Cecita. Soul Cecita. Need to let it roll off the tongue. Nibble Butt ate a kiwi. I hope that kiwi was ripe because if it was sour, I know what you're going through right now. Thank you, Chris. Yes, it looks gorgeous behind me. It is. Right here behind me is it's a small little, basically the end of a stream, a very long and deep at different spots. Holds many thousands of gallons of water, and it slowly flows to this area from some miles away. And then, of course, it leads to that location from some other place, and it's really spring-fed water that just keeps flowing back this way. And it goes to eventually Lake Seminole, which is definitely full of alligators. Yes. And in this little area here, the water is only 4 or 5 feet deep at the deepest. But apparently there has been at least one period of time when they had a smaller, like a 5-foot alligator in there. That's smaller. They can get to be 8, 9 feet, you know. And you cannot swim in Lake Seminole, even though I did a couple of years ago. Moonbat, thank you. Nice to meet you too. So this little location I'm talking about is a few thousand yards that away. Right behind you. Look behind you and you'll see it. And it's a pretty large lake. It's certainly very significant in the area. A lot of people love this water course in the lake and what feeds into it. A lot of canoeing, kayaking potentials, boating, fishing. So, yeah, Zephyr Hills, sure, I bet you. They were even, there was a monster at the Villages that was like walking around like it owned the place. I saw some footage about that. So yes, I am here. Jen, I am in Florida on the West Coast near Clearwater. Yes, I am. And it's totally unlikely. It makes no sense, but I don't know if I could possibly have a meet and greet with COVID going on. Of course, the governor let everything be open. Oh, Keely. There's a lady who's a fan who may be watching. Keely, say hi if you're on here. You have Justin and myself. We're on right now. Be happy to chat with you right now. I understand, Jack. Yeah. Well, I'm not here, and we're not here for policy debates in the world stage. We can't figure things out here. What we can do is not try, and instead, let's sit back. It's happy hour, man. It's happy hour time. And here's what I'm drinking tonight. Yes. Yingling has an Oktoberfest. And let me tell you, it's good. Ah, yes. It's smooth. I'm sure Samuel Adams' Oktoberfest is okay. I haven't tried it, but if I did a side-by-side, I bet you I would like this better. Dolline is actually working. Right now, she's finishing up the cut-in. You know what that is? When the people that paint, somebody help who doesn't know what painting is all about. But she did the cut-in around the top and the bottom, all the way around the room. It's a small room. Small room, about maybe a 9x10 or something like that. Pinot Grigio, Leslie, that's good, yeah. I actually like that. It's, you know, I guess you'd call it on the dries, but I think the flavor is not like really too harsh on the palate. You know, it's smooth. So that's a good variety. I like Pinot. So she's painting the walls now. She's rolling the walls. We're hoping one coat. It's Glidden Super Paint. If anybody who's commercial, we buy, Sherwin-Williams, Sherwin-Williams paint. We buy that. And this is Agreeable Gray, a very popular color, very nice. Wild Turkey and Natty Bow, that's not bad. I have a bunch of Jim Beam inside. I have a full big bottle, what, a 1.75 liter. And while I was at the store, I figured, I don't have any bourbon. So I picked up a small, a fifth? Not a fifth. Yeah, like a fifth. Oh well. The fifth will be for travel. So that's a bourbon I'm drinking now. I like Old Granddad, but it's not a type of or a make you can find everywhere. But Jim Beam is pretty well found everywhere now. So it is. Let me show you folks a little bit. So this is deceiving, but I don't care. So we have a, come on, where is it? There's a fountain on the right. And then you got the nice water of this little pond. It's like, anybody get it? Ready? It's like one golden pond with Rick Sarah. Hi, this is Rick Sarah, and today on A Golden Pond, we're going to talk about how beautiful it is. So I escaped from the nursing home down the street, and I I'm sitting in somebody's yard. I don't know who it is, and they had a camera set up. So they said, hey, old guy, sit down here and talk. The people will think it's really great. So my name is Rick. I don't know. Is anybody there? My name is Rick. I'm an old guy, and I'm here next to Golden Pond. Now, you know Golden Pond is actually a wastewater treatment plant. Yeah, yeah. Not just golden, like for pee-pee. It's also brown for poo-poo. So this is what this is. This is just a water filtration facility. It's just getting the shit to eat up and the pee to be disseminated. After a while, you can't even smell it. I can't smell anything. It smells good to me. And it's a nice breeze. Thank you, DJ. No, nothing happened. I'm sorry to say, DJ. Poor Sean. Last episode from Baltimore, I guess I'm changing back to me. I'm going out of the part here, okay? Can you follow? Okay. He didn't get anybody to write me an email asking to meet Sean Arm. Nobody wrote an email to me. Now, if that was a mistake, something was done, it was electronic error, and you did want to meet Sean, and you were watching the last episode, or if you watch this episode and you just watched the last episode from Baltimore on a recording basis, for both people, you can write to rick.adr@aol.com, and I will connect you to Sean Arm. I will give him your email, and he will reach out. And Maria, he's not married either. And he's fully employed and makes very good money. He's actually a guy that makes money and works. And he's got his own place, too. Oh, you used to date Krusty Meow. How did you get that honor? I'm sorry, Jen. 3 years. So, Jen, you're a lady or are you a man? Doesn't matter to me. I mean, just curious. Because I was assuming you were a man. I don't know why. But I could be wrong. It's okay. What are you, Jen? I didn't get it. I need a man, Rick. I'm sorry, Marie, you're married. Oh, Jen is a beautiful woman. And Jen, are you in the Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia metro area? Okay, that's fine. That's good. You were born a woman too. That's even better. Natural woman. Okay. So, you're in England. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, Sean. She's in England. I'm sorry, Jen. He's in Baltimore. All right, well, I will be happy to forward your message to Sean. Any lady looking for potentially putting up with a blind date, you've seen him, but you don't really know him. You ready for it? Send me a message. Email, rather. Yes, he is the friend of mine in Baltimore who's the nurse that was on the show. Yes, it is Rick's dating service for Sean. Because I know Sean is also, he would like to have a little more social life. And for some reason, he enjoys the company of a woman. So, I'm just trying to do my part. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Please click the like button for me, please. I appreciate all those clicks. And here it is, a beautiful Tuesday in Seminole or semi-holy. I don't know why we say that, because there's a semin, because it doesn't really work. Florida. So, what is happening in everybody's 8 by 10 feet? Anything good? Tell you what, I thought I had my camper sold. I had somebody gave me an offer after we haggled. I accepted. I thought it was being purchased by the person. It was a very young guy, and he went with his grandfather. And they were going to put it on some land, and he was going to fix up a house. I don't know what. Bottom line, I get a call from the grandfather. Guess what? There's no deal. I'm sorry we bothered you. It's not going to happen. I said, wait a minute. Are you telling me that you're turning your back on the deal? You're not going to buy my camper? I'm sorry, nope. So we're back to trying to sell it again. I know. Oh, he was so nice to tell me that of all the things they looked at, that our camper was so beautiful and superior, even going to dealers, and our price, the asking price we started with, was so fair. Well, isn't that nice to know? And our unit is so great, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? Are you going to come and try to sell it for me? Because other than that, you just basically wasted my time. Oh well, that's what happened. My time was wasted. Now, what was this? How is my Silverado doing? It's great. You have the same truck? Oh, really? Okay. Quick landscaping? Oh, yeah. Hasn't given any trouble, really. I did get full warranty when I bought it. So it came up with a code or a message saying check brake controller. Took it to the dealer. Brake controller was shot. It's totally covered by the warranty. I just had to pay copay. They did all the installation, everything. It wasn't much, of course, taking it apart, putting the wires back on wherever they were supposed to go. A monkey could do it. Hey, Gus, I know. Well, what the young kid could have been the right person, but apparently the story was he found out it was his land. The grandson was going to have the camper put on his land, and he found out something that the kid was going to do. Is his grandson now, 21. This guy's like my age or a little older. And he said, whatever it was, he says, he's not doing that on my land, whatever it was. So he can't have the camper. I mean, he can't have any camper, not just yours, because he's not putting it on my land. Well, if the kid comes to my daughter's house with a cashier's check made payable to me for the price agreed, we're going to take the fucking check, give him the title, and he can worry about where he puts the damn camper. I'm taking the money. But I don't think that'll happen, because I think the money was actually coming from grandfather. So when the guy called me, he did offer a consolation prize. He's supposed to send us a check down here. He said $300, which, if he actually does that, come here, Bo. Come on. Come on over here. Come on. Come here. Oh, no, Bo. I know you didn't know it was going to do that, right? Are you all still there? Okay, click that like button. 71 people, 38 likes, not good. Thank you. Earlier I had Kim Baird on the test we did, and she gave a donation of $19.99 earlier, so I want to acknowledge that, because you're not going to see that now. And then of course we have DJ Infinity just gave me a donation. So thank you very much to both of you tonight for your generosity. Honorable Richard H. Oh my God, I'm not looking at that. I don't want to talk about that. DJ, please don't push us into that bullshit area where we could be on the cable news network of our choice, hearing their propaganda from their point of view, and then turn the channel to another one and hear their propaganda instead. I'm just turning off all the networks for a little while. Thank you. Of course, maybe somebody has got it in the background. You know, they're watching my show, they're working, they're watching all the major news. They have a TV for each network. I don't know. Yes, I am, Michael Mooney. Thank you, or Muni. Hey, Juan. Thank you. Steve and Jay, thank you. It is going good. Thank you, Steve and Jay. Where are you? Yes, hey. Yes, it's like the plague. It's like, you know, I'm spiritual, but I don't want to talk about religion. I don't want to offend anybody. And what if the person is agnostic or atheist? I don't need to get into all that. We know what kind of world we're living in right now. We know what the challenges are. And I was asked back in April by fans, and I started to do this. I didn't know how it was going to go. So I have not stopped since that week in April. I have broadcast maybe one time before, but after that it was twice a week. And I've tried to do at least 2 times a week ever since. And it was not to have a chat about politics. It was to have a chat about humanity, about fun, about trouble, about actually finding out somebody in the room opens up and says, I'm hurting, I'm lonely, I'm scared. And someone else says the same or something different, or they talk to one another in the chat, and I hope that it leads to talking to each other by text, email, or maybe actually on phone. And people are making acquaintances and then making friends. And I had no guess that such a thing could happen. And that's what this show is. If you're not new or you are new to this, that's what this is. So I have talked with people. I remember one girl who was really depressed, almost talking about considering the end of her life at her own hands. And then we got her to reach out to somebody. Nirmal completed PT. Rick got discharged from his PT class by the head of the school. He was ejected. And I don't know what happened to Arnold, but he tapped out. I'm sorry. Is that like you were in a wrestling match and you grabbed the rope and you tapped out? Somebody came in and took over for you? You got verified veins. Verified or varicose? Oh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we all need to chill. Hey, before you get yourself treated in a varicose vein center, go to a real vein center, okay? You need to consider seeing a person who would be the one that would do the major surgeries, like putting in stents, things like that. So, I'm sorry to say this to you, Nirmal, but yeah, we'll stick to Ted stockings now, yeah. But, you know, my sister went through the whole varicose vein thing. The sister who passed away over a year ago now. My older sister, June. And she still had trouble with those things after going through all that. So, yeah. Thank you. And June also was popularized on the Dan Bell, the podcast, by the fact that we pranked her. But she was such a good sport. And she was funny as hell. She loved to have fun anyway. So she went along real well. And she realized part of the way through that really, this is bullshit. So it was fun. June, I miss you, honey. I love you. Yeah, I had arthritis in a big toe. I dropped the top of a desk on it. I'm serious, I did. And I straightened it out. This was years ago. I don't recommend it because, God, it hurt like hell. But I have a hammer toe over here. It would be done. Just a sledgehammer, right? How bad could it be? Can you excuse me for 1 second? I'm so sorry. Talk amongst yourselves just 1 second. My dog wants me to do something. God bless your dad, who passed 7 years ago, but on his birthday, I'm sorry that was rude, I know, but I'm back now. So Dolline was going to come out, but she just finished painting the room. And Maria, I'm sorry. Don't worry about that kind of stuff, though, Maria. My dad has a story. I'll share it. My dad was turning 73. His father died at 73. His older brother died at 73. So here he was coming up to 73, and he was really fearful of his 73rd birthday. Surprise, he didn't die when he was 73. In fact, he died when he was 90. Okay, Maria? Just because it happened at that age to a father or mother, it doesn't necessarily mean to you as well. But I can understand how it feels because you're comparing your life to one of the people you most love. So I have this crazy stuff. They bring it out and it's inside of a container, and inside that was a burnt one, is this stuff. I get it at a pharmacy. They sell this stuff for you now like medicine. I used to have to go hide in a park behind some trees and wait for the guy in the Mustang to come. And then when he backed up in the corner by the trash cans, you could come out of the woods and you'd say, pine cone. And if he'd say, what kind? You'd say, a quarter, a half, a whole for a quarter ounce, half ounce, or an ounce. A whole pine cone is an ounce, a half pine cone was a half. I guess you get it. So, that was back in the 70s. Yeah, there were these things. There were the 1970, and then they went to 1979. This is, way back when the dinosaurs ruled the earth. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, Fred yelling at Barney. Yeah, I definitely have been called Fred. Kim, that is, damn it, bullshit. I'd say it's time to move. Yeah, Nebraska's nice, but you got to find a state that, like Colorado, get some pot, man. Nancy Santa Maria Latica, I'm a smoke now as well. Hi, Dolly. Welcome, Dolly and Sarah, to the room. Keep pushing those like buttons, please, folks. We're only at 52. I do have 84 people now. Thank you for coming. This is what we call the Cocktail Hour with Rick. Arnold, I'm sorry. God bless him. My condolences. But 90 is, admittedly, a nice, long age. Good, long life. God bless him, but I know it's still too soon for those who love him. So, God bless all of them who love Arnold Ziffel's granddad, and comfort them. Amen. So this view with the water behind me, it makes it look like, I could have like a dock, and I could be like on some canal or someplace cool. It's hilarious. I can't believe it. Your mall. Well, Dan did just do a tour of dead malls up in New York. So there will be more content coming from Dan for all those who love another the Dirty or Dead Mall series. Thank you, Nancy. You're actually looking, when you see little stones, there's a fence. Beyond the fence is outside of my yard, actually. So looking behind you, see a fence. So all the yard behind that fence it's actually a condo complex right behind me. It butts right up to my community, and it's very nice. Believe me. It's so easy to just sit here and enjoy, especially when it's not too hot and there's a breeze. If not, I have a breeze called a box fan. And it's a very effective breeze. It always runs. So what we're working on here, my wife just finished completing the first coat. Hope it only needs one coat, but we'll see, maybe some touch-ups only. That's going to be where I can podcast with Dan, where I can work on video editing in a quiet spot, where she can do the work we need for the business, for merch and everything. That's her thing. And any other things she needs, bills, any kind of stuff. So we'll have our computer we bring back and forth. It's a PC, that's hers to use. And then I have the Mac. I'm going to be getting an Ethernet to USB-C adapter, and actually a hub that also goes to HDMI and some other type of output. So theoretically I could use it for other things. Gus thinks I'm Barney now. I've changed. Hey, Fred. Rick Sarah turned into Barney. How do you like that? Barney? How can I, Rick, be Barney? I don't know how that's possible. You're funny, Fred. Fuck, I'm like Jeff Dunham. And I'm the puppet, and I'm Jeff Dunham at the same time. Yeah. I could be Ahmed. I kill you. I'm so versatile. I could sit on Jeff Dunham's lap, and I bet you he still could ventriloquize me. Yes, I bet you he could. Anybody else like Jeff Dunham? No? Anybody ever heard of Jeff Dunham? Oh, Harvey Korman. Loved Harvey. And Tim Conway. Carol Burnett. We still have Carol. Betty White. We have so many great old actors and actresses that are still around, and some are still working. Sir Anthony Hopkins, still in isolation somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. New York, I don't know where. I love his little video clips, so I share those. How about Sasquatch? Anybody like Sasquatch on YouTube? He's actually going to tour. Sasquatch is going on tour. I am not lying. Seriously, isn't that amazing? I guess nobody else is excited as I am. You love my family skits? Yeah, Mama's Family. Yeah, that was mine too. Gmail. Honda's Paul. Good evening. Welcome to the show at 6:47 p.m. How are you? Hi, AJ. Hey, look, when you get up in the morning and you open the door, you know, you need to you open it and shut it. You just open it a foot and a half. And if you bang into an alligator, that'll scare him off. And you can close the door and latch it. So you have to make sure you don't hit something because, they're at your fucking door trying to come in and eat you every day. You didn't know that? Yeah, I'm in Florida, man. You gotta watch out. You'll get eaten. You don't lay in the backyard and sleep at night. You be carried off and they'll find pieces of your body, but you'll never be seen again. This isn't Disney World. This is reality. Survive. Survival of the fittest. Or die with the others. You don't have to be the fastest. You just got to be faster than the slowest. Was there really two Barney? Yeah, maybe there were. Or baby sharks. Oh, well. Oh, we talking about Flintstone stuff? I don't know. Yeah, well, he was in there by himself with a GoPro and he had a alligator behind him. He was looking at an alligator in front of him. While he was doing that, he noticed there was an alligator coming in behind him. Oh, Kim, thank you. I already gave you credit also for your donation in the first segment. Thank you, Kim. I'm glad you like me being myself. I find you to be highly generous and, you could just show up and watch. But thank you. Thank you so much, Kim. Dolline's inside Honda's Paul. She's been painting and she's very hot. Crystal Roderick, thank you very much, and I will be staying safe. You stay hot. Mm-hmm. I had a family who lived in Edgewater and heard stories of, I don't know. Is there an Edgewater, Florida you're talking about, Stephen J? Maybe you are. Because there's also an Edgewater, Maryland, and I don't think we have alligators up there. Occasionally you find, I forget what they're called. Thank you, Silver Stacks. What is, let me see what I got here. That's the second time you've done that, Silver Stacks. Thank you very much. So now I have 2.22. Thank you. All right. I was trying to figure out, well, I thought that you had given and I forgot to mention it. So I'm sorry. But thank you. So if you haven't done so, please click the like button. You can only touch it one time. But if you would click it the one time, that's all you can do. And that's all I want. And only thing else I would say is if you are new and you like this, bring a friend next time. Go look at my channel. There hasn't been much added except for live, but it will be coming up because that's what I'm trying to get all together to do and start to put together a couple of videos a week. And I have different kinds. I have the material, I just haven't done it. But it doesn't mean it isn't happening. It just hasn't happened yet. So come back and check me out. You'll see new stuff. If you subscribe, and if you click the bell, then you'll get notified, of course, when I do these things live. And you'll get notified when something new is uploaded. And if I'm doing it as a premiere, that means that it'll open up into a chat with me afterwards. So I probably will do that at least a couple of times, since it's been so long that I put up anything new in the edited video type of video, I guess you could say. Category, I meant to say. Sorry, category. And I do not have a Patreon. No. I'm trying to put all the energy into the YouTube channel. And we have a little bit of merch. And maybe more things will come up over time. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know what that meant. We do have the new keychains. Yes, we do. In blue and green and enhanced blue and green. So the blue is more blue, the green is more green. Another dirty room with Rick Serra. It's got a bite out of the bar of soap that it is representing. A bar of cheap motel soap. Just like the Pavi or the Jade, which I have. And here's an odd thing. We sent out a order with soap and a sticker, I guess it was, a caveman sticker. And someone reported their soap was crushed during transit. So we sent them another bar.
You haven't sent it yet.
We are going to be sending them a new bar of soap. So we even have a money-back guarantee if you get a crushed bar of Jade soap. Yes, we stand behind our soap. But if they send it through the machine and it gets crunched, we'll still do it. That's how good we are to you.
Somebody else had a crushed soap, but they said they're fine with it.
Oh, somebody else got one crushed?
Yeah, it just came up.
So this is not a new thing?
Yeah, it is actual soap.
It's actual soap, I know, but it's a new thing that we're getting them.
We had two.
Okay. I will be, what is this? Yes.
Doing the podcast.
Yes, I'll be podcasting with Dan Bell from this new office we're working on. I have...
Well, congratulations on your new job.
Who's that?
So now you're doing something. You start your new job this
All
week?
right. Son of Krypton. Son of Krypton 01, actually.
Okay.
Congratulations. Have fun hacking up that meat. It's the right time of year for hacking in the meat. You should get somebody to take some photos of you and hack some really bloody,
Here, Padme, they're coming in.
full pieces of meat. Shock! Get the blood squirting on you. Maybe do some slow-mo. Would that be great?
Turn it down just a little bit so it has a little bit of heat, less of the...
Okay. My wife wanted me to drop the view a little bit. I hope this is agreeable with the humans here. My name is Trowel Fam. I am channeling through the earthling here you call Rick Sarah. I'm Trowel Fam. I'm from a distant universe, millions of light years from here. In Trowel Fam, we have achieved peace, tranquility, harmony. No, my name is not anything. I do not have a name. I am a being from Trowel Fam, and I am just using Rick Sarah's body to say hello to you during the podcast. So, I think you will understand this earth symbol. Whatever this means to you, I hope it is good. This is Trowel Fam closing up the transmission. I thought I was in a dream. And I was Mork on that TV show, Mork and Mindy.
You have a dirty finger. A little finger or something?
I have a dirty finger. I was trying to break a half smoked bud apart just to make sure it didn't have some smokable components.
Wow, a 16-hour shift. That's awfully long, man. I hope you make it well.
Do Mork from Ork? Oh, gosh. I was kind of doing that with the Trowel Fam kind of thing, you know.
I don't think he was popular in high school or college.
Who, me?
You.
I was a dork. I had
Were?
pimples. Was. Peanut Gallery is throwing barbs at me. All right, wait a minute now. Yadier Bader. Do you love Brennan? Do you?
Oh, ow.
Yadier,
I applaud your work.
tell me. Do you love Brennan? Do you? You keep asking me about how's Brennan.
He did send you a text for happy birthday.
I know he did. You love him, nipple butt? Well, he sent me happy birthday wishes from Canada.
Yeah, he went to Poly.
Yeah, I went to a school. It was mostly a boys' school at the time. Oh, so Tita likes Brennan too.
They saw Bo peeing in the background.
And Bo's in the background, yeah.
And he's peeing.
I drink the hard stuff. Hannes Paul, yeah, I do. I have some Jim Beam in there. We have vodka. We don't drink tequila. That's not my thing. Or much scotch. Once in a blue moon, if someone... Yeah, Glenfiddich, I've had that. It's all right. Scotch, it's like smoky, dirty, peaty water to me. That gets you high somehow. I don't know how something can taste like dirt and make you catch a buzz. No, I like the worm in my hand. My worm.
Uh-oh.
Satisfying myself in private.
Don't forget,
What?
Mom could be watching.
And my mother could be watching this in Baltimore. She got the notification and she's there up in Baltimore going, don't say that. Oh my God. I'll be getting a call. No, we drove down. She's flying down Monday. We did not forget her. It's a little bit of a separation time built in We usually get 2 weeks, but we were down here actually a little later than we'd planned. But that's the way it goes. So we got one. Jello shots are nice. Yes, I like them with vodka or rum. No, Juliet, no, she's home. My granddaughter and daughter right across the street keeping checked on her, make sure she's okay.
And they're taking care of the house now.
And they've been looking over the house and all too, so everything's fine. I've been calling her once a day. She's totally able to do her own thing. I just protective. Oh, I hope she is. Thank you, Gus. Sometimes she's not as proud. Moonbat, that's one of mine. I love vodka and cranberry, yes.
Deep Eddy, Deep Eddy.
Yeah, and my wife always recommends if you drink Tito's, try Deep Eddies. And in fact, Deep Eddies has a cranberry.
Grapefruit.
Cranberry grapefruit?
Ruby red.
Ruby red grapefruit. It works really well, though. I like it with lemonade myself. Wasn't she fun when she came in and did her little appearance in her nice outfit?
Hey, hey, Wonder.
Yeah, she really did a great job on the last episode we did from Baltimore at home. I'm sorry, Hey Hey Wonders. And then taking a leave or something.
Yeah, they saw her marijuana visor.
They saw the marijuana visor, yep. Stephen J, that was great, wasn't it? Juan, is that good soda water? I like soda water once in a while. That's good.
Sure, Kim, send it to us in an email. Bo is actually an emotional support animal, but we put service dog gear on him.
Yeah. We won't say the medical condition because it's HIPAA protected. Yep. Got to do that. Yeah, we drink nothing but cold water all day and into the night. I felt a little tired, so I did do a late coffee to give myself a burst, and it was the perfect idea. Perfect. Hey, weed helps me, man, without being able to get a pain pill. Plus, I like getting high anyway, so. But it really is good to help me to deaden.
Your doggy and weed has saved your life, Kim.
Yes. My doggy's done a similar thing. I used to have a lot more trouble with panic attacks. And my first dog was that way for me too. We had another guy, his name was Chewie.
Short for Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, like from Star Wars. No, his face was similar to Chewie. And we spelled his name different. And he's discovered that he really likes to chase after the little geckos and lizards down here. He never gets them, but he tries to, and it's so fun to watch him. Right now he's at it. They jump out of the way just in time. Gus, really? Well, you must be young too, Gus. Young is not bad. Yeah, I'm grandfather because I'm trailer trash.
What?
Yep.
He doesn't care
I'm
where
a
he is.
I'm
as
a
long as
I'm a
he's with
white
us, Kim.
redneck living in a trailer park boy. and I'm proud of it. He used to have a band called Trailer Park Opera. I don't know why. It was a stupid name, but it caught a lot of attention. We were basically a strange cover band. Good for partying out. We played a lot of stuff that you could easily cover, and also you could really have fun with it, almost like a party band atmosphere, because we twisted the covers.
Oh.
Yes, well, we did play like the Lonely Goat Herder from The Sound of Music in a rock
Where did you go?
opera version. The instrumentation was electric violin, flute. That was one person, and she sang. Electronic woodwind device. That was another member. That was, it could be anything. Ended up being our lead person. Then we had a singer who played bass. I played rhythm guitar. Drummer. So it was fun. 5-piece. It was sort of like Fleetwood Mac. The drummer, the bass player, both tried to get with the lead singer. And then the guy who played the MIDI woodwind device tried last. We had a gig. No, we didn't record anything, really, no. We recorded a couple things for us to learn. We created a couple songs. One was written by the female, and a couple were by the bass player. And we played a couple of my songs in the mix, which were instrumental pieces. Kind of like a rock fusion type format for them. So yeah, I played music out from 87 to 2006. And kind of at that time, 2006, 2007, I just sort of stumbled around.
Tim Beard's dog.
Oh, happy birthday to him. Oh, that's a cutie, Kim. I can see why you got so much love out of him, man. You play a mean triangle, Bill? Oh, and I don't think you're talking about that little instrument that goes ting. Well, the musician's single, I don't know her status as far as dating. I'm not really in a position to hook her up. I don't think that she'd want to hear from me right now. I have to wait till after the election.
What?
Well, we were at odds, my friend and I, over who was progressive enough. Molly.
Oh,
So
God. Don't even go.
I'm not going to give any more. Hi, Lorelei. Bus driver Bob. What do you do, bus driver Bob?
See him hear all that shit dropping off.
Yeah, we have a bunch of
Pine cones or something.
well, they're
Some type of
acorns or
acorns,
yeah,
something.
yeah. I said chestnuts just for
Whatever
fun,
they are, they're fine.
and I said,
They're
you know, started singing the chestnuts on the roasted on the open fire, and I bit one open, and you know, it actually was ready to eat. I couldn't believe it. Not a pine cone, but these things falling and hitting a metal roof leave a thud that's pretty loud. It makes them sound like there's something a lot bigger falling. than what it is. And it's a little thing this big. Periodically there's a bang. Sometimes you probably can hear it in the background. You have to go all the way back to how life first formed. So when the first single cellular plant was developed in a primordial soup in our planet, then, over time, a semi-motile plant-eating kind of a single-cell organism came to be. So you have to think about the development of that first as life developed. And then, of course, there is no chicken if there's not first an egg. There's no egg if there wasn't a chicken before that. So how did the first chicken ever come? Well, it was something else that became genetically adapted and eventually became the chicken, okay? And chickens are birds, and they were all basically tiny dinosaurs that grew feathers. So long story short, I don't know, and I don't give a shit. I hope that you love that answer. Like I was going to give you the answer to the ages-old question. Like I was going to solve the world, and your meaning of life and all was going to be revealed. I need some water.
You can share this. I'm not up to going in yet. When I go in, I'll put it down.
I have some. Oh, Annika's in here. Hello, Annika. Stephen J. It's getting deep, and then bam. Yes, it was getting deep, and I had to end that. Don't call him Uggy. He'd rather be called Jim.
Thanks, Mickey.
Mickey Biggs says, Rick, hi, Rick. I'm so glad I caught this tonight. I really miss you, Dan and Brendan, doing those dirty rooms. Love you bunches. Thank you, Mickey Biggs. And one thing I thought about in my little pea brain is that there's a slight chance that Rick may go out and rent a room somewhere. One that has never been visited by ADR in any capacity.
Thanks, Silver Stacks.
And maybe it'll be, Rick live from a dirty room. So I'm not totally ripping off Dan Bell.
Yeah, I miss seeing Brennan with his shirt off too.
Fan, thank you, AJ. Thank you very much. Number one fan. He can't stop bouncing. I hope he can slow that down. Grab onto something, AJ. Maybe you can grab onto top of the door or something. Grab a doorknob. And I'll take Dolline with me, yes.
Yeah, I'll have to film it.
Do your own house. The house is...
No!
My house is okay. I don't want to show you that. It's not even that dirty. I even cleaned around the toilet today.
You have to clean the room before we could take everything out.
Yeah, we cleaned that one bedroom thoroughly for sure.
And stop putting water in the hand soap.
I only did it because it was empty.
Did you look under the sink?
I wanted something to wash. My hands were dirty. I was in need.
Stop putting water in.
I wonder what is being talked about here. There's some good chatting going on about somebody.
As long as there are no bugs, I'm okay. I don't like bugs. I'd be screaming like Dan Bell if I saw a roach. Eee!
I don't care about them. You know that. And Silver Stacks, thank you again. You're up to 333 for the night. You're very funny. Thank you very much. I got 80 likes now with 85 people in the room. Thank you all very much thank you for clicking like. And if you still have it, please click like. We may have to ask for artificial light, I'm sorry to say.
Can we put that light on?
Yeah,
I can't move.
I'll do it.
I got it.
She got it? Okay. We got a yellow light. Yellow is better because it doesn't attract the bugs as badly. It doesn't look as great. You hear the stuff? You hear it really? It's funny.
You might have to turn around.
It's like we're... No, I want to face the light because... Although I'm getting like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. That's brighter, yeah. They are here. I have not experienced how bad they can get. I know that back home, they were worse.
Yes.
Just leaving, Baltimore County and coming here and now being out here a couple of days. Mosquitoes are the hummingbirds of Alaska. Isn't that nice? Sadly, we didn't have any hummingbirds in my neighborhood this year. I think my daughter saw a couple across the street from me, but that was one time or two times. I didn't see any.
We're in Seminole, Florida.
Yep. Hopefully next year, because hopefully I'll be not hurt like I was this year, and I'll get my plants in, my flowers in, and of course the the plants will lead my hummingbirds to me. They're looking for food, so they're not going to make a nest if there's no plants to feed on. And I usually have 100 canna, which they love, but I didn't get any in the ground. In fact, I have to hope the bulbs stay good for another year. They've been
You couldn't do
stored.
anything when we went back up.
No, I
You were in
was
such better shape.
I was out of it for a month. I could hardly walk,
Over a month,
maybe a month and a half.
maybe 2 months.
I know Dolline did almost everything, including
And I'm not
trash,
used to that.
especially trash,
And carrying laundry up the steps.
and carrying the laundry
I
up.
can
Yep.
take it down. I have trouble bringing it up.
What, the canna? You have a lot? I love them. I just planted some today. My mother's going to be so happy. She actually didn't want me to put any in the front, but I'm sorry. I can't listen. I brought some down from...
Chris does what he wants to do.
I brought some down from Baltimore, and then I took some that were already here, and I
Thank you,
put them
Gina.
together. And I was clever. I put them only in this one point that all gets full light during half of the day. So, yeah, this year has been the year that was a lot of expectations, and they were not fulfilled. If you haven't been sickened, you haven't had a friend who was, or even worse, someone you know who's been in the hospital, was very ill, maybe they didn't survive. That's how I look at it. I'm lucky to have not been infected. I'm blessed. Now, I've listened to what I was told
By the expert.
up by the medical and scientific community. And
Wow, Blue Chainsaw Man was in the hospital with COVID pneumonia. Well, I'm glad you must be out if you're watching this. I'm so happy for that.
yes, um, you know, some people have different results.
We have relatives who had COVID.
I had my cousin, his wife, and two really good friends of theirs decided to go to dinner one night. They wore masks coming in. They sat at the table. They were able to take the mask off. First time eating indoors since this all hit.
But they were in Florida.
And they down here in Orlando area. Here's the crazy thing. They all got affected.
Poor Eli, I'm so sorry.
They all got sick. And all four had something different. It hit all four differently. Two people out of the four, I think, had to be in the hospital. My cousin's wife, Jackie, and I'm glad that she didn't have to stay in too long. She wasn't in?
No.
Must have got treatment and came home, I guess. Outpatient. But had to go inpatient to get some IV fluids or something, I think. So, just hang on. We're hearing more and more about the potential of a vaccine that's viable and safe is on the horizon. So we just gotta hope it's coming. When it's ready, we're all ready, obviously. We all want to return to normal life. But I know one thing, I want a safe vaccine, and I think you all do too. So let's let multiple different companies who are trying to do that come up with the right vaccine. And one company just reported a problem with one of their test subjects, and they're temporarily slowing down things. I forget what company. Bottom line, it's part of the rules they agreed to.
It was Johnson &
Johnson & Johnson. And they're following the rules, and they have to do a quiet, a slow down, or some kind of a thing, a little delay, and watch what happens to the one person who's been affected and has negative side effects. So, I know it's going to be the thing that we may be lucky if something that's really verifiably safe, tested a couple of times, after it's been put out for probably like emergency test use for first line medical workers and people like that. Maybe next summer. That's what I heard Dr. Renfield said from CDC last week or the week before. We're looking like maybe the summer. So, and it could be even fall of next year. If we could get it by next fall, if we could really, it would be perfect timing, because you know what they're saying about the flu season, the normal one, on top of what we have.
I've already got my flu shot.
And I'm going to be getting mine in a couple of days. So, if you get the regular flu shot, consider still getting your regular flu shot. I've been getting a flu shot for about 25 years now.
It was required for your job.
For my job, I had to have it. I've been getting it. I found it to be helpful. One year I didn't get it, I got sick. Every other year I didn't get sick. It kept me from getting really a bad case of the flu. If I had something, it was mild, but really was nothing much at all. I didn't get in a sickness where I was in bed for a week. So I trust the flu shot myself. Whether it's safe for you, I think it's safe for me. That's my testimonial. So, and definitely, just keep up the same mantra. social distance, wear a mask if you can't. That's because you're being a good person. You're helping by wearing a mask so you don't spread it to someone else. The mask is not to protect you from someone else. It's to protect someone else from you. Everybody wearing one, everybody's protected from someone else, including you and me. Nobody spreads nothing. Nobody spreads, nobody gets sick. Duh. That's what the whole thing about masks is. If you still think the mask is to protect you from others, that is not what they expect. But if you are trying to get that, you need a much better mask.
Okay.
That's the end of the mask discussions again. I know it gets boring. I do like to throw it out there once in a while because people still don't understand. Most people do, I think. They even have several masks so they can change, put a clean one on. They know the deal. This is for my shit to cough into, and then we can wash it or throw it away. It was a public health message from Rick. Thank you. So this has been our first broadcast from Florida. And as you see, it gets darker earlier. So as we're approaching, 7:30 almost? It's virtually dark. Thank you, I guess. It's a Rick head, not a dick head, right? Maybe behind my back. Okay, after the show. I've been called worst. I know that. Worse. Why am I misenunciating everything in the last minute? Oh yeah, I did, but that was different.
I call you a dick sometimes. I call you dick.
So, in Colorado, has your time stayed? So we would be going to be 6:30 after. Do you know what day it is?
Tuesday.
No. On Halloween, Saturday, Halloween night, at 3 o'clock in the morning, the clocks turn back to 2 a.m.
So if I'm not cooking
Where-
tonight, we're eating cereal.
where there has been a, what do they call it? What do we call it? Daylight savings
Oh
time.
my God.
Gosh.
You only had us in the moment.
Daylight savings time. So we're going back out of daylight savings time, and other parts of the country never change. Some states never change.
Raisin Bran Crunch or Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios, or we have granola. Quaker Oat granola. That's good too. I have a half of a. I have another half of a turkey sub. Yeah, I think that would be smart if they would stop doing it and let us adjust to what it is. But hi V,
Hey, V.
step it in just before we close up. 5 more minutes. No, I don't have any right now. I have Fruit Loops back in Baltimore. Is that what it was, Fruit Loops?
I think.
Oh, God. We always have donuts. We could cover them with powdered sugar.
No, AJ, they won't be doing a ghost hunt for Halloween because they're not going to be in the same location.
I don't know whether Dan will have a podcast that we can record for Halloween. If he'll put together, maybe he'll write out some ideas for us to do a Halloween-like
Is he still
show.
traveling?
He's back in
He's
Baltimore.
back.
He was trying to get me to podcast tonight, but I can't do it physically. The Wi-Fi is unreliable, and I'm waiting for a little part to come so I can hook the Mac up directly to Ethernet. And I still have to wait for that to come. I think it's coming Thursday or Friday. So when I get the part, then I'll be able to podcast. And I'll probably be set up in the office. So that'll be great. No longer have our office in the Florida room, basically, which is our bedroom. We sleep in the Florida room. Leave the door open and have a fan at the door to blow the cool air from the mobile into our space. And that's how we survive. Hey, Majora, thank you for coming out, and you have a nice evening. Thank you for stopping by. I'm glad that you could come here, and remember, unless the time has changed, it's still Tuesday and Friday, and it's cocktail hour with Rick. You're always invited to join. No cost. But I do want to do one more time thank all the people who gave donation tonight. Total of $67 to me. Thank you very much. Got 89 likes. Thank you very much for all of that. And still have 85 people still here. Tremendous. What could be better? Love to hang out here with you guys. And Friday, we will be doing it again. I'm actually going to be testing something out. And if it works, there may be a special chillin' with Rick at the sunset. So that'll be if you subscribe and click the bell now, you'll get notified so you can join. But if you don't subscribe and don't click the bell, you may not find out until it's done. So if you're not already subscribed, the 83 people here, take care of that before you say goodnight.
Good night, everyone. Good talking to you. I'm glad I was able to come out.
Yes, and until Friday night at likely 6 o'clock, the next cocktail hour with Rick will be convened then, and we will be saying adieu to you now. It's time to go raid the cereal cabinet for dinner. Thank you all. Deep cleansing breath in and out slowly. Namaste. Peace to everybody. God bless. Love you. See you Friday, if not before. Bye.